sailed at sea.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Rams.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
And off we go from SoFi Stadium. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Goff fakes the give to Brown. He'll throw. Going deep for Hopkins. And got his man complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It's the All-Pro Von Miller who came in to belt him behind the line. On 2nd down, it's Brown. Now Brown, oh, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
He was
a gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A run with Lindsay out of the gun. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Lock working out of the gun. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Brings up second.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Brown. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. From 13 yards out. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. On for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Rams 7, Broncos 0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. He'll go up top here, and that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
KJ Hamler.
These preseason games are big in the development of rookie receivers, and now their teams want to see if they're going to be truly NFL caliber. So oftentimes, offensive coordinators will call certain plays to see how they react. Give them a big check mark for that one.
Lock now on 1st down. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Lock again here on 2nd and 10. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Up 2nd and goal at the Rams' 9-yard line.
From the gun, it's Locke. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Shotgun snap to Locke. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Brandon McManus on for the field goal. A 26-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them. That feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Raymond Calais on the return. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter play.
For Rams 7.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 2nd down now, it's Henderson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards, a 1st down. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
Cooper Kupp was his intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. The 40, the 20, 10, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Broncos 10, Rams 7. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Goff. That's taken in by Henderson. He'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. Lindsey, 1st down and more than that. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st down.
Every year we spend a lot of time and money evaluating the top prospects for the NFL draft. How about when we all get fortunate and see a guy like Philip Lindsay, an undrafted free agent who had 1,000 yards rushing his first 2 years in the NFL. Can run between the tackles, run with power, and catch the ball in the backfield.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in the 1st half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Raymond Calais on the return. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
At the 34-yard line.
Out of the gun. Gone. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down.
Second and 10.
Now gone. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't. And a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
2 yards. And it's third.
Throwing his lock on third down. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up fourth.
Fourth down.
So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where,
and for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it first and 10. After the turnover, here's Locke. This is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Lock on the give. It's Lindsey. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Lock going to throw. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. That time he was looking for Jerry Judy. And it's third down.
Johnson on the coverage.
Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Locke. He's going to go up top again. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
The Broncos' new signee for 2020, Sam Martin, former Lion, on to punt, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
At their own 17-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game, as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 2nd and 9, Locke toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to K.J. Hamler, the rookie, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Locke. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. From the gun, Locke. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And it's knocked away and incomplete. That was the safety Taylor Rapp right there on the coverage.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
41-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Goff. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
1st down, Denver.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's Lindsey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Locke to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Locke's pass complete to number 24. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
4th down.
They're going with Lindsey. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the 1st.
1st down, Broncos.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Rams' 18-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, Locke toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, but now it's 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Locke. Got Gordon open, completes it. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down. they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Raymond Calais on the return. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A carry by Henderson to start the drive. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 17-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Goff now looking to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Kareem Jackson. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And there is a flag, so a big 2nd down pickup, but will it hold? You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now a carry for Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
The Broncos on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Open man Hamler. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
On the carry.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They look to throw. It's Locke. Working end zone, but it's incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Locke. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. Block now to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And McManus able to put it through. And that will swell the lead to 16.
23.
So they settled for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Taken in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. He got hit as he threw it. Hey, a sidebar worth noting is that preseason cuts have changed. So week 3 that we're in right now, the preseason, I think, what did you say, the roster's going to stay at 90 instead of going down to 75 this year?
That's exactly right, Brandon, because in the past, just what you said, this game here, at the end of week 3, or game 3, you would cut the roster down to 75 and play game 4 just like that. In this case now, though, they're going to be able to keep guys all the way through. So guys who would normally not have a chance to finish out the preseason, they'll get that chance now and get more opportunities to get on tape.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Henderson going to run for it. I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. To throw it is Locke. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Well, Aaron Donald just so strong they can't block him, and he records the sack. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A huge play there for Denver. 42 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Locke. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsay. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
For the extra point.
No success on 1st down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
This will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And he's going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Von Miller in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Returning it, here's Hamler. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. On 3rd down, block. Eluding the pressure right. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the 1st half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the 1st target in the 2nd half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Here's Wolford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A huge play that time for the Rams. 44 yards. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught. But the back judge right there to say incomplete. And unable to connect. It's incomplete. And the clock stopped at 8 seconds. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Wolford to throw. Now in desperation throw, deep downfield. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down.
Third down and 10.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter. But second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him. And then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Los Angeles.